Good morning. It's Saturday morning. We're gonna do a little maintenance on the Peterbilt. So there's the Freightliner that my dad picked up from the same guy. Actually for today, I think I'm taking it over to my friend's shop. Adjust the clutch. I think I figured out what's wrong with the Tarp. It's just got for some reason there's a bud connector up there by where it goes into the motor. I'm gonna take that apart and resplice it. I got a clearance light that I believe you got a crack in it, and it's kind of got water flickers and stuff. I'm gonna look at that. Putting the brake controller and the 7 blade, sorry, flat for my trailer. I went and looked at some of those, or tried to find those adapters to plug into the 7 flat to 7 round, but Michael over here was thinking that still wouldn't work on trying to get how did he explain this, the trailer brakes, or I guess there's 2 wires for brake lights, and then there's 2 more for turn signals or something, how it's wired up from the semi. And it's a little bit different with that one. I guess it's those 2 wires are in one or something. I don't know, but we're just gonna actually splice this into the back of there because he's kind of a wiring guru, so we'll let him figure that out. Adjust the clutch, I may have already said that. I'm gonna clean some of the inside of it up. I got one of the little tail lights in the back wasn't working or flickering, so I'm gonna try these little LED lights. I don't know, I'm kind of all about the LED lights, so kind of put my little bling on it. The one thing I'm finding out on these 377s is nobody makes a cool looking, or even like an LED or projection headlight. So apparently the 377 is an odd year or style or whatever, but yeah, there's no, I even checked down there at 4-State Truck or Chrome Shop Mafia, and I think you can get LED bulbs to put in the existing headlights, but I was wanting like the whole housing and everything. The search continues on that, but yeah, we'll get the truck fired up. I'm sure there's some other stuff, I don't know. We're gonna get in the shop and kind of go over it and see what we can get done, because I got some rock to haul Monday and I need to pull the loader with it, so we'll get this thing warmed up and get going on that. What we're gonna do is just take the torch and cut a hole in there, and then I'm gonna have, that one's the 7 round, and then this one will be the 7 flats. It's kind of uniform, be easy to hold it in there, and we'll wire it up. All right, got the plug-in on there, so. And I kind of got my wires all hid back underneath there. It's annoying that they don't make these in aluminum, they're plastic. And I went ahead and took that mud flap off. I could see it being good if you're just hauling rock and dirt and stuff with it all the time, but I think it was going to annoy me trying to hook up to the trailer. I'll just have to get out and make sure that I clean that out, but I kind of want to paint that hitch now. It's kind of it needs a little TLC. I did get some nice LED taillights in there, so that's important, right? But yeah, I may actually come in tomorrow and hook up to the trailer. Got the name on the side of it, so I'll probably come in tomorrow and go ahead and take it off the International, because Monday I got, in the detention pond video, I got to go back to that job and spread 1 or 2 loads of rock on the parking lot. Seems like about every spring I go in there and do that. I think this fall he's actually going to pave it, so this may be the last round of that, but I'm probably gonna need 1 or 2 loads of rock. So the plan is to put the loader behind this on the trailer, take it out there, drop the loader and the trailer off, run to the quarry and get a couple loads of rock, spread that, and then hopefully go back to the retaining wall job. Do the same thing, drop the machine off, run out to the quarry and get 2 or 3 loads of base and then dump on there. But I know it's a lot of running around, but hey, I got it. This is what I got this thing for, is to move equipment and haul my own material some. So that's what we're gonna do with it. So yeah, maybe Monday, it's supposed to be nice and cold, but we'll have a little trucking video for you. It's all hooked up. It looks like the plugs. I was a little bit nervous with how the wire loops around. I think actually when you're turning left, I guess, is when it'll be further away, but it seems to be all right. I kind of wanted to put the plug, you know, either above or below, but the problem is it was too close to the cross member to drill the hole up here, and then if it was going to be too low, I'd afraid I'd hit it. So I mean, at least this way it kind of looks uniform, but I think there's enough slack in there. It should work. I think the only part I'm gonna have to watch is when I start backing up the first time, if I get turned too sharp, because luckily with this thing you can't turn real sharp going forward anyway. So yeah, it's just kind of going to be a trial and run deal. But yeah, it looks like all my marker lights and stuff are working. I just found out a second ago I got a flat tire on the trailer, so that'll start Monday morning off right. All right, you guys tell me if I got turn signals and everything too, okay? Tomorrow will be the maiden voyage, so I got a couple loads of base rock to haul in this and spread out in the parking lot. So I just wanted to come in here today and make sure. I didn't get a chance to yesterday when I put that plug on to hook up to the trailer and make sure everything, lights and brakes and all that, were going to work. It's going to take a little bit of time. Like on the International, I could just kind of eye the side of the bed down, and the outside of the truck was about right in the center of this light right here. This truck's just a tad wider. This thing kind of being bent out doesn't help, but it's got to be almost flush with the side of the trailer. So I just kind of learned to kind of get that eyed in there. Let's take a few times of backing up to it, and the trailer's got to be up a little bit higher than what it does on the International. So just a few little corks to work out, but yeah, I'm kind of anxious to see how it's going to go, because we'll load the loader up tomorrow. I'll drop it and the trailer off, run and get, I think I'm gonna need 2 loads of rock. So I'll run into the quarry and get some rock, come back and spread it, and then if I can get that done, hopefully I can go down to the retaining wall job and I'm probably gonna need 3 or 4 loads of base there, and same thing, I'll drop the trailer and the machine off and turn around and go back to the quarry and get that. I can jump on the highway and be there pretty quick. Yeah, it's time to put the truck to work. Oh yeah, I've also got Steve from Speed Binders hooked me up with 4 of these, so tomorrow will be the first time to try these out. We'll see. Dirt Perfect really raves about them, so we'll try them out and see what we think. So, and then I'll do kind of like a little review video. It's probably going to take me a few times. Like that, it's kind of a learning deal on those as well. I know there's a certain way they gotta, I need to look over the video, the paperwork. I want to say the short side goes down. I know the arm is supposed to just hold against the trailer when you tighten it down with the drill, but I got a drill and an impact and stuff like that too. So I think they recommend using the drill and gets them a little bit tighter. It may not be as quick as the impact, but we are going to find all that out. And like I said, I may give it a week or so of using them, and then I'll just kind of do a little review and see. I'm anxious to try them. I don't know, it's kind of one of those things. I mean, I know that's how Dirt Perfect was. He's kind of skeptical at first because, yeah, you got to have a drill or an impact with you, but he loves them. He's actually got I think he got 4 more ordered, so he's got 8 or 10 of them now. We'll see what we think, give a good honest review. So I'm gonna shoot a little air to that tire and see if I can see what's in that. I may have to go to the tire shop in the morning. So good old typical Monday morning tire and electric motor for the Tarp, but it is supposed to be like 14 in the morning, so that may not be a bad thing to do, is try to get some of this stuff touched up and then go get some rocks. I'm still not great at the shifting, so why not haul some rock and throw a machine behind it, huh? But that's one of those things. I don't think, unless I just jump in there and do it, that you're ever gonna get better at it. So it's gonna, I mean, it's gonna run different with pulling the machine. It's gonna be a little bit different with rocking it. So I just need to take my time and try it and see how it goes. But yeah, I don't know, I'm excited about it. Probably later on this year, the spring, when it warms up some, I'll get it in there and try to get that bed. That's probably the biggest thing that drives me nuts, is get the bed painted. Yeah, get that cleaned up. Like I said, I may paint the wheels in the trailer just little by little. I think I want to get a different bumper. This one, I don't know what. This looks like some kind of homemade bumper, but I think the normal 377 bumpers, from what I've seen, they kind of angle and then they do a little bit of a curve around here. So I may try to find one of those. I'm still on the hunt for some cool headlights. There's just not hardly anything available out there, which just drives me nuts. But it is what it is. It's not a show truck. I mean, it's a dump truck, but we're still gonna do some stuff to it to make it look nice. Yeah, I think that's all I've got for this evening, guys. So hope you had a good weekend, and catch you tomorrow.